Hi everybody, and welcome to On and On, the Traveler's Edition. My name is Murat, and with me as always, my lovely wife, Jennifer. We are here to introduce you to a new segment in our Traveler's Edition, and this one will be called Everything to Know. Jen, who is fair for me to say, a veteran of the travel industry?
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, so you give us a little bit of your background so people know why when you give them a tip, it's something that they should be listening to.
Okay, so I've been in the travel industry more years than I will say.
Okay.
But I'll say that I was in the retail industry for over 10 years, and I've been in the luxury wholesale industry for over 10 years. Everybody else can do the math.
So it's like
been
3
a minute.
years.
Exactly. There's some things that I see reoccur over and over. I think it would be helpful to everyone that's traveling to hear some certain tips that will stop them from falling in pit holes that I've seen. Pitfalls.
Let's kick off our very first thing to know. I know what you're thinking. What a great name. How did you guys come up with it?
It would literally
turn on the camera and just say what it was. So if you have a better name, let me know. Two idiots babbling. I'll take that one.
Coming at us.
All right. First tip. What you got? I know, by the way, just a little setup. We were eating dinner, and in the middle of us eating dinner, she puts down her fork and goes, I know what I want to talk about. And so you are now about to find out what she wants to talk about. So why don't you let us know what you want to be the most important tip, I guess, since this is the first one.
Okay. So this is a tip that is going out to all of the people traveling to Mexico. Mexico! And I could go on and on. I absolutely love Mexico. Even those people out there who are like, I don't want to go to Mexico. Mexico's
Ay,
bad.
caramba! Sorry.
Those are two different people, but okay. But a lot of people have some aversion to Mexico. Mexico is awesome. There's so many great resorts, all different price points. But there's one thing that traps a lot of people in Mexico. And I know around this time of year, lots of people will be coming through the airports.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it a burrito?
You're worried about burritos stopping people at the airport?
You know, one of those burritos could stop you for a couple of days.
I think it's good that you have me to do these tips, because if you are giving people tips about burritos at the airport, I don't feel like this is going to be that successful.
Back to your tip. What would you say is the number one thing that people fall into when they're at the airport that always gets them? And this is any airport or specifically Cancun Airport?
This is not specifically Cancun Airport. This is, as far as I have been to, all of the touristy destination Mexico airports.
Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is what some people lovingly call the timeshare tank, or the shark tank.
The shark tank. That sounds wonderful.
For those reasons, I'm out.
It's terrifying. You go through immigration.
Right.
You grab your bag. If you checked a bag, you grab that. Now you're going to go through the final stop, which is customs. Then the doors are going to open. And here is where the not magic happens.
This is when you enter the shark tank?
The shark tank. Some people call it the shark tank.
Okay, so you
enter the danger zone.
The shark tank danger zone. I'm sensing stranger danger.
There's a lot of stranger danger.
Okay, what is that stranger danger?
Timeshare people.
Oh no, what do they do?
I won't say how they got there. There's some people who have
Aliens.
all different, government allows them to. They pay so much money that they're able to be there. But there's this little magic sweet spot where you still feel safe. You've not exited the building completely. You're still in the building.
Right.
But you're on your way to where the transfers are, and you'll see things like exchange and taxi signs and car rentals. So it still feels pretty regulated, but it's not.
So now when you say feel safe, what's the danger?
The danger is timeshare people will come up to you. They will obviously not tell you they're timeshare people. They will tell you that they are your transfer, or that they can help you find your transfer, or that you don't have a transfer.
Whoa.
Or they can help you get a taxi, a whole bunch of things. Really, they will say anything to you to get you to stop and give them a second. And once you've given them a second, that's it. Like you're
They taser you.
They taser you. Oh. No, but they kind of like, they talk so fast and they're really engaging, and they find people that are really great at this job. An example. I've gone through this a million times for work. I was bringing a whole group of people with me, like 8 people, and I'm prepping people beforehand. Listen, when we get out there, you don't look at anyone, you don't talk to anyone, you just follow me. I know where the transfer is. Everybody's like, okay, got it, follow you, don't talk to anybody. 3 different people in my group out of 8 got trapped by these people. This is how good they are.
Right, because they're so sweet, right? And they start talking to you.
Yeah, they're just like, oh no, we want to help. We just want to help you. You don't know where your transfer is. And you're looking like, oh my God, once I go out those doors, who knows what's out there?
Right.
What's out there? All the transfers. All of them. You might say to me, but Jen, I'm staying at 4 Seasons.
Right.
Cool. 4 Seasons people, outside.
Okay.
Jen, I'm staying at the Hyatt. Huge hotel group. They
Hyatt.
must have someone inside. No. Go outside.
Right.
Go out of the doors.
I see.
All of the hotels, luxury hotels, lower end hotels, everybody, no matter how big the hotel group, their people are waiting outside. And when those doors open, you're like, oh, there's a million people out there with signs. Your name, the company they work for, the hotel they're from, all different things, and your travel advisor will tell you what to look for. But they are all out of the building.
So now, why is this the most important tip?
Because when people travel, even the most well-traveled people can have some moments of vulnerability where you don't know where you are, you're not sure where to go.
Where am I sitting? Where am I sitting?
An example, I had a girl in front of me that was also traveling alone when I was in Cabo recently. She looked like she knew where she was going. She was like a New Yorker, you know, like when you just walk, you look straight ahead, you don't stop. And we're coming close to the doors and everybody's trying to get our attention. Someone stops her and says, you're going out the wrong door. You're going to be out the wrong door. And that hit her.
Right, that got
and
her.
she stopped and she looked around and she turned around and looked at me and I was like, keep going.
Right.
And then she went and realized that that was just another tactic. Listen, I would say before you make any decisions, don't fall into a high pressure situation by people who are really skilled at creating a high pressure situation. Obviously, they make a ton of money in order to be able to pay enough to be the only people that you see the first 2 minutes that you're there. And so it's a pretty big industry, and I'm just trying to help people.
And obviously paying that much money
there's a lot of profit.
There's a lot of payoff. Absolutely.
Right, not for the consumers.
So the tip to know from Jen, the operational queen, is when you get to any Mexico airport, once you get through customs, walk on through. Do not stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Keep going. Stranger danger. No vans. No candies. Outside your transfer. Enjoy your vacation. This is On the Travelers Edition. We'll see you soon.
Hey.
Oh, hey. And also, subscribe if you want to hear more tips like these.
Or if there's things that you want to hear about, leave it in the comments so that we can make a video about what you're looking for information on.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for joining us on and On and On and On They Babble, the Travelers Edition.
There we go.
Sabatapo.